Hello fellow modelers, this is Ron's Trains More back with another video. I just thought I'd show you guys another LIONEL locomotive here. This is a LIONEL Chicago Northwestern Fairbanks Morse Trainmaster. These are, as all you LIONEL guys know, these are excellent, just fantastic locomotives. These things, you know, they're double motored, double Pullmor motored, magnet traction. I mean, my lord, these things they'll quite literally probably pull a tree stump out of the ground. I mean, they will really pull, especially the post-war ones. But these MPC ones, they were just as good. Great locomotives. They really were. They were made well. They run good. Just excellent locomotives. And like I said, this one's the Chicago Northwestern, and I'm not sure what year this one was made. Maybe it says on the box here, I don't know, but this is the box for it. It's in one of these nice fancy silver limited edition boxes that LIONEL did from back in the day, you know. It's funny how they kind of started that little trend. They were doing all these sets in these fancy limited edition boxes back then. Limited edition series. Like for instance, like the Conrail here. You know, it's got that logo also. Then you got the Norfolk Southern P back here. It's got the logo. Then you got the CP Rail. It's got the logo also. I guess that's sort of a trend they started doing on these, I guess you call limited edition trains, but I mean, that's just too cool. LIONEL should do boxes like that now, though, with the big railroad heralds, and I mean, that's just fantastic how they did these boxes. In my opinion, the boxes on this stuff is just as good as the train that's inside. These boxes are just freaking awesome. But as you can see, this one's been around a little bit. It's got a couple little, I don't know how that happened, but Fairbanks Morse, dual motor diesel engine. Big Chicago Northwestern logo there. Nothing on the ends. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm trying not to leave this camera on a whole lot. So here's a little story on the Fairbanks Morse locomotive, the prototype. And here's everything that the LIONEL model would have. 2 powerful Pullmor motors, 8-wheel drive magnet traction, self-centering knuckle couplers. Well, they sure made it sound good, didn't they, man? They just make you want to buy one of these things. Highly detailed, authentic, O-gauge engine, weighs over 5 pounds. And honestly, I'd say it probably weighs more than that. That is one heavy locomotive. It is heavy. But if you guys want to pause that and read it a minute there, that's all the information on the real ones. Road switchers, 1,500, 1,600 horsepower. Wow. It's a pretty good bit of horsepower back then. Trainmaster design represented by this LIONEL model featured the tri-mounted truck, which gave it outstanding traction. I don't really know what that is, but that's pretty cool. Pretty neat. 1944. Wow, that's pretty cool. Powerful locomotives are built around a compact, powerful opposed piston diesel engine, proven by installation in over half of the U.S. submarines used in World War II. Wow, well, I'll be darned, I didn't know any of that. Huh, that's cool. But anyways, sorry, got to reading it there for a minute, but that's the box for it. Of course, it's got your limited 1-year warranty deal here, as always, which I don't know if they'd still honor that. I highly doubt, but you never know. It's possible. I mean, it is a LIONEL product, so there's the part number if you're interested, 6-8056. Made in litho in USA. So I guess that means this engine was made in America. I guess, as good as it's made, I would say it probably was. But anyways, that's the box. I would highly recommend getting one of these if you're a Lionel guy and you don't have one, because these, if you want something that'll really pull a whole ton of freight cars, the FM Trainmaster is where it's at. That thing will really pull. See, these engines, like the SD40s I showed you guys in my most recent video, like these right here, see, they're dual motor magnet traction also. Actually, they got the same exact motors as what's in that Trainmaster, you know, magnet traction too. But I don't know, it's just something about these FM Trainmasters that Lionel did. They just pull. I mean, they just pull really good. I mean, not that those don't pull, because they do. But honestly, if I would have a match, see which one probably pulled better, I would say probably this Trainmaster would definitely pull more cars. But I don't know, maybe not. But anyways, it's a nice engine. I would highly suggest get one if you're a Lionel guy. But anyways, I'm gonna let it run here for a minute, and you guys enjoy the video, because this thing's a little loud. So enjoy the video. I won't run the top Western Maryland, I don't guess, because I did it in my last video, so you guys already seen it running everything. That's the service station special set, by the way, from 1995. There's 2 more cars go with it, but I had to leave those in the box. Just don't have room for them on that tiny little 027 loop. But sorry, I should have paused that TV a minute. I'm watching that Pentrax Virginian and Ohio video. Boy, that is an excellent video. Alan McClellan's famous HO scale V&O layout. He's one of my favorite modelers. He's one of my biggest inspirations for even being in model railroading, honestly. That guy, man, he was a genius. That layout was just fantastic. And I would just love to get some of those engines in either HO or O scale 1, maybe some freight cars. But anyway, sorry I'm rambling on here, but anyways, enjoy the video. I'm gonna run this FM for a minute here. Enjoy the video. I got it pulling the 1987 Conrail Limited freight cars, by the way, from that set. So I've already ran this diesel quite a few times. It's a good engine. Look how smooth that thing runs. It's actually pretty quiet too, which is hard to believe, honestly. I mean, that's crazy. Look at that transformer, ain't even turned up hardly. Boy, that thing is just nice and smooth. And I'll tell you something else helps these Lionel trains too, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already do. LaBelle oil. Oil all your gears, your Lionel gears, especially your worm gear. And down in there with that armature and your motor seats down in that frame with that little hole, make sure you put LaBelle oil down in there in that hole where that thing can spin nice and freely. But yeah, you do that with that LaBelle oil on all them moving parts and everything, the Lionel engine's going to run for a long time. It's going to run nice and smooth. I mean, LaBelle oil, that's where it's at on these model trains, you know, pretty much any scale. And their grease and their oil. But these double motor locomotives, I mean, they're really awesome that Lionel made. But that is one thing, when you go to do some maintenance on them, it's a little bit of maintenance because you got to do both motors. You got to pull them apart, do both motors. But once you do it, you don't have to do it again for a really, really long time. One time is pretty much good for, God, I'd say probably years with LaBelle oil, probably. But boy, that's a fine running Lionel locomotive right there. Sorry, the camera might shake a little bit here. I've got my little Chihuahua dog jumped up in my lap here. He's like having another kid. You gotta love these little dogs. Had this little dog for a long time. He likes watching these trains with me. He's a good boy. Cookie, he's a good boy. Sometimes I'll have him in the floor running. He'll try to chase and bite him. I gotta kind of get him so he don't put teeth marks all in him. Boy, that thing's running just nice and smooth. Hard to film and get a little chihuahua off my lap and everything. Takes those Mark 042 curves pretty well. We're out of the 400 it's got on the side of it. It's pretty neat. Great looking locomotive. The only other FM Trainmaster, there's another one I'd really like to have. I'd like to have the Virginian one. That's a nice looking one. It's pretty good pulling those Conrail Limited freight cars. They're about the right size, standard old LIONEL freight cars. Sorry, it's got a horn that I just can't blow it right now with this little post-war 45-watt transformer I'm using there. I've got a whistle button I can wire up on it, but I tried that and it just pulled too many watts with that and the double motors in the engine and all that. I got to get another transformer. I had a nice 275 watt ZW, but I ended up trading it on a trade deal that I did, and now I'm going to have to get another one. I've actually got some G-scale trains too I'm going to be doing a video on, so you guys stay tuned for that. I got some pretty neat looking G-scale on a trade deal also. Really not into the G-scale. I just kind of got those to swap and trade or something, you know. I'm really mainly into the HO scale trains right now is what I'm really into, like Southern Railway and all that sort of stuff. I was going to build like an Appalachian coal hauling Southern Railway NS top 1990s era layout. But I ended up getting a whole lot of LIONEL trains on trade from my uncle. I mean, he's just got trains galore, LIONEL trains galore. He's got a house full of LIONEL trains, like quite literally. They're floor to ceiling. When I say floor to ceiling, they really literally are. They're literally touching the floor and the ceiling. All his LIONEL train sets. He's been collecting for, oh God, since the 1950s. But I mean, he's got so much LIONEL. And honestly, most of it's still sealed, never even been opened. That's where I got a lot of this. He actually got back into HO scale recently, which was kind of good for me because now he's wanting to get rid of all of his LIONEL. So when I get HO scale, we just kind of do a little trade deal, me and him, and that's how I sort of end up with all this LIONEL. Sorry, I thought I'd kind of tell you guys a little story there. It's pretty cool because I'm in the HO scale, so I end up not having to spend any money on this hobby, so that works out pretty well. I can get my HO scale, swapping and trading the LIONEL, and still get to keep a whole bunch of LIONEL stuff. So it works out pretty good. Anyways, I just thought I'd give you guys a look at this LIONEL Chicago and Northwestern Fairbanks Morse Trainmaster, pulling the 1987 Conrail Limited freight cars. And, I really appreciate all y'all watching my channel and the comments I'm getting and everything. I need to start uploading a whole lot more. But I'm not too far away from being monetized on my channel. I'm getting there slowly. I don't like too many more watch hours, so you guys keep watching my videos, liking, comment, subscribing. You know, it all helps. It all helps. And I have been thinking about one thing too for my channel. I've been thinking about doing some merchandise, maybe like some t-shirts. I mean, I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, but I've actually been thinking about it. So, I mean, you know, any of you guys would be interested in any like Ron's Trains and More merchandise t-shirts, or you know, I might have to come up with some kind of a cool logo. But you guys can let me know in the comments, because I am kind of interested in doing something like that. I think it'd be pretty neat. But anyways, I appreciate all y'all watching. That's LIONEL's Fairbanks Morse Trainmaster. And recommend picking one up if you're a LIONEL guy. Anyways, remember, like, comment, subscribe. This is Ron's Trains and More. Out.